There's two beautiful ladies you can see on Orange is the New Black. You know them as Tasty and Crazy Eyes, but we know them in real life as Miss Danielle Brooks and Uzo Aduba. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
July 27th can't come fast enough.
I know. Tell me about it.
Orange is the New Black Season 6.
Crazy. Here we are.
Now, the first day you guys walked on the set and somebody yelled action, could you ever imagine in 1,000 years that 6 years later, you gotta have millions of fans and a whole bunch of people just waiting for the next moment?
No. We had no idea. None, okay? It's been an incredible journey and ride. Like, I mean, it's crazy. In the course of 13 hours of season 1, we became these people, I don't know what you call it, but in people's eyes, you know? Yeah. So it's really changed our life in like a matter of a second, you know? It's different from watching a network show where you get a show once a week. So people consume it so quickly, and it took us a while to figure out, like, how to deal with it.
Yeah. Samira said that. She was like, it was crazy because it's like, Samira Wiley, who played Poussey, she said that it's different because it's like the show comes out on a Friday, and then on Monday, it's like people have spent 13 hours of their life with you.
Yes, you get hooked.
Yes, it was like crazy.
And it seems like with binge culture, it seems like people have the ability to fanaticize about the show a little bit harder than back in the days when you had to wait for a show to come back. You know, when the Cosby Show went off on Thursday, you had to wait the next day to see what was going on. But now you can like OD, obsess over it over the course of a weekend and then do it again the following weekend.
Yes. I mean, it's changed drastically. I mean, for the fact that like now people don't ask for autographs, people want pictures.
Exactly. You know, pictures in the autograph. What you gonna do with the autograph? You know,
right?
And nobody's gonna believe you.
Exactly. So now it's the picture, and there's no letters written. We barely get letters written. Now we get the DMs. Everybody's in the DMs.
And congratulations on all the awards that the show has picked up. I mean, you won a role for your character as Crazy Eyes. 2. The whole show won an award, too, right?
Right.
Like, 1 or 2?
Won a Golden Globe, I believe. Yeah.
So, like, how does that work? Do you have, like, custody of it on certain weekends? Do they get to pass it around?
We did SAG Awards. We had 3 SAG Awards, which was pretty cool.
Really?
Congrats.
Yeah, we got 3.
So you get your individual one?
We individually get
one. Oh, well, that's cute. I like SAG.
We love SAG. You know, the other awards so stingy. Y'all do all the hard work in front of the camera and work the hours. Why does one person get to get the trophy when the whole show wins?
That's the beauty of it. Everybody gets their own for the SAG Award. Yeah.
See, everybody need to get that SAG budget.
I know, man.
So, like, I mean, one thing about the show, you guys do such a great job of humanizing the whole prison experience, which a lot of times people like to crumble up prisoners and throw them away and act like they're not a part of society no more. But you get to see behind the layers and see that, hey, like, people can end up in here because they're a victim of their circumstances.
Exactly.
Hey, mental illness is a situation sometimes that can railroad people straight in.
For sure.
Have you gotten, like, any, like, you know, messages from people that, like, feel like the show touched them in that way and they can relate to who your characters are?
On so many different levels.
So people have written y'all. I mean, when Brad was there, did she write y'all or anything?
When who was there?
When I
Wow.
I think when I was there, the show wasn't on yet.
Wow. You think we doing it right?
Yes, y'all doing it right.
Okay.
I need to put on next season.
I saw so many
see
of
the
y'all.
Tasty?
Yes, I saw every. Yes,
Really?
That's why I think I really gravitated to the show because I lived that
You
life.
should be a guest on the show.
2.5
You
years.
should put
Oh,
it
I've
on.
tried a couple of times. I was supposed to come in one time as a DJ. Oh, I'm working on it. Okay.
Let's be clear.
We gotta talk to
I
get
was
Brad up
in
in there.
there.
We gotta get
You would
season
be right
7.
in there.
Yeah, I was totally.
Ghetto Dorms. Come join Ghetto
I
Dorms.
saw y'all every day.
And she could get me more nice gifts. So put her on next season, honey.
We wouldn't be bad at
Ulterior motives, you know.
Now, it was rumored that you actually considered turning the role of Tasty down initially.
Yeah, I grew up in South Carolina, born in Augusta, Georgia, but I grew up in South Carolina, and my family is very conservative. And the beginning was like Tasty needed to be topless for the shower scene, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus, y'all want me to play a black woman in prison and take off my top and show the world my glory? I was like, nah, this ain't happening. So I almost turned it down, but my father said, you know, follow your heart. And at the time, I also needed to pay a bill.
You sure did from Augusta. I love that. You better take that role. You're the biggest star in Augusta.
Thank God I did.
Now, Uzo, your role is Crazy Eyes. Like, you know, no matter how dark things are going on the show,
Yes.
you bring a certain light and humility to the darkest moments of the show. Even when beating somebody to a pulp. Like, there was one season where, like,
I was like,
breaks off your homie.
I know.
But it was done. It was done
so well.
It was a thoughtful beatdown.
Right.
A humility-filled beatdown. No, I mean, Suzanne, because ultimately, Susan, she doesn't mean wrong by anybody, you know, supremely. Everything she's doing is purely out of love, protection for someone else, you know. So when she has to beat down Poussey, it's so that Poussey won't beat down V.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's to keep the order of things and keep her love. She always keeps love up front and at first, you know, it's the first priority of her life, and V was her love, so she needed to protect that which she loves, you know. And I mean, but that day, I will tell you, when we were doing those fight scenes, Samira, who played Poussey, we would, after every take, because it hurt both of us, really, even though, like, she was taking it, you know, it hurt both of us. When we would call cut, we would sit on the bench of the bathroom and just be silent for a while, because she and I are cool in real life, and then just to have, like, this moment where suddenly it was so intense, it didn't feel right. No, I mean, it hurt my heart.
I could only imagine. And then it was like this, the white girl that you ended up beating up on the show too. That was sad.
Yes.
That was like crazy.
Or, I mean, here's
How long
what.
did you have to sit on the bench after that one?
She did. I don't think she did on that one.
But I mean, it's a different environment there. Yeah,
Oranges there.
yeah.
So let's just say, if Gary with the T ended up getting incarcerated,
Yes.
how long do you think he could survive at Litchfield?
Oh.
Not with that pretty smile.
I know. He got charm on him.
charm.
He got charm.
Yeah, get them teeth knocked out.
Basically.
What?
But you're funny though, so it's like you might be able
that'll
to
take you
get
a long
through it. That'll
way.
take you a long
You
way.
might be like a little tasty there. You take
Yes.
you a long way. Your humor.
See, the T stands for tasty. Gary with the
Hey.
tasty.
Yes, honey. Girl, I could have. Oh, jeez. I went to jail, but I didn't go to the
Prison.
pen. I went to jail, honey, for a traffic ticket. But, and it was really shocking because no, it was for a traffic ticket.
Let's be clear. She's
It was for a traffic. And I was shocked because they didn't have no clocks and no magazines for me to read. So I was waiting. It was crazy.
Where you get your phone call? though?
Right.
Yeah,
Did you get the phone call?
Not even get the phone call.
Oh, they played you. You supposed to at least get
But
a phone call.
I always said the honest. I always said I wanted to go to jail just one day, just to see what it felt like.
Why? Just to see what it felt like?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
honey, it's not a revolving door. You
Thank
can't
you.
just leave, darling.
Yeah, so,
You
honey.
cannot just go.
What
you go.
prison name would you give him? Because, like, a lot of characters on the show.
Honey, I love Poussey.
I bet
I love that name, Poussey, baby. I'm gonna tell you.
you do.
I love that
Poussey
name.
2.0,
honey.
huh?
Yes,
You cannot be Poussey, sir.
Oh, I can't.
Oh wow! Wow!
It would be Pinay. Pinay.
Wow!
No, I probably gutter.
Gotta.
Oh God.
I don't.
That works on so many
I can't.
Weird
believe
levels.
this is-
It's like
Okay,
super
so
meta.
I got-